Coming up next, the Heat taking on the... '76ers. For the Miami Heat, consistency is their goal. They want to win each half, each quarter, each possession. Sixers, Heat, tip-off. Coming up next. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Davis out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Jones in at the 2. Buries it from 3. Well, 2 of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
Jones against Thompson. Jones, the pass to Olajuwon. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Olajuwon. And it's good. 2 points.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Towns outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Now Philadelphia with it. Pippen, the pass to Eaton. Philadelphia moving it around. Over to the left wing. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And he can't get that one. Jones with some nice D. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon. Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Here's our test. Pass to Eaton to end the run. Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. 1:25 left in the first. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, B.A. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number one in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Brian, back to you.
Good priorities. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Now here's Pippen. 6 to shoot. Jackson outside. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Artest can't get it to go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Miami needs to get off a shot here. Olajuwon can't get it to go.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Thompson against Jones. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Pippen. And a big dunk at the end of the break.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
Antetokounmpo for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. It's all tied in Philadelphia. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Davis out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Olajuwon in at the center position. He makes a first, and we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Here's Artest. Jackson on the wing. Pass to Artest. Shot clock at 6. And Davis with the block.
It's the length of Davis that makes it so hard to shoot over top of.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Pippen, no good. Miami leading by 3. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Olajuwon can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And here are the Heat. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Towns finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Olajuwon. And it's rejected. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Close them in on 2 minutes played here in the second. 76ers trail by 3. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Pippen. And there's a pick. Fires from the corner. Here's Eaton. Out to Thompson. Here's Artest. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Olajuwon.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
And stolen by Jones. Towns on a screen. Inside. Towns owning it inside. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And how about their shot blocking tonight? I mean, creating doubt every time the ball goes up. They're there lurking.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So it's Philadelphia now. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Here's our test. 5 to shoot. To win the cold spell. Philadelphia with another miss.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Olajuwon. Here's our test. Check by Davis. Pass to Thompson. Back to Pippen. The 15-footer. Here's our test. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Our test has got 5 points.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
To the wing on the left. Here's Olajuwon. 6 points for him. Pass to Jones. 4-3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Eaton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Pippen. Money from the wing. Pippen's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Antetokounmpo with it. Fires the 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Miami out in front, up by 1. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to...
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 1-point game. Jackson out there with Thompson. And it's Pippen in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Pass to Artest. To the inside. Here's Eaton. And that one drops for him.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Kicks it out, Towns. And the 3 falls for Towns.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You got to guard Towns from the corners especially.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You got to blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Launches the 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
For 3.
Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists tonight. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
That's
Sixers trail by 7. Pass to Artest. Jackson outside. Here's Eaton. Here's Artest. 5 points in the game. And it's blocked by Davis. Antetokounmpo with it. Now Pippen defending. Here's Olajuwon. And the layup is good off the glass. Olajuwon's got 10.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Now here's Pippen. Will it go? And he sinks the layup. Pippen's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
Outside Jones. Here's Olajuwon. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Pass to Artest. Thompson against Jones. Clock at 6. They set a pick. Beyond the arc. Thompson's shot is off. Heat leading by 9. Here's Olajuwon. 1:11 left in the 3rd. Up top, Davis. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Pippen. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Olajuwon. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Miami shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Good on both. 3rd quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Pippen. From the high post. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Pippen's got 10. 32 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Antetokounmpo against Jackson. Now here's Jones. Towns outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Tries it from the top of the key. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. He's got 6.
And even though Giannis made that jumper, the defense would rather give that up than let him get inside to do damage.
Here's Pippen. And that's not going to go. And so it's Miami with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. He's out there with Davis. And it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Jackson. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Heat.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Olajuwon. Baseline jumper. And it's Miami with another.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And the basket by Pippen.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Now here's Jones. Outside Davis. Towns on a screen. Davis probing. 6 to shoot. 20 feet away and no problem.
With a 7'6" wingspan, Anthony Davis can get that jumper off against anyone.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He stressed with his guys how important defense is at this point of the game, saying, quote, "It's got to come down to stops, fellas. We know how good our offense is. Now I need you to communicate and D-up out there."
Appreciate the report, Allie. Stolen by Thompson. And he gets it to go from the low block. Now here's Jones. Here's Antetokounmpo. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Now Towns deflects the pass. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Scottie Pippen. 2 shots. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that brings him within 10. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here's Jones. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Jackson against Antetokounmpo. Davis outside. 4 on the clock. Towns. Oh, the long ball, no good.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Thompson outside. Jackson the screen. Beyond the arc. Jones rips down the board. Heat leading by 9. Here's Antetokounmpo. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Olajuwon. From deep. Can't get it to go. Thompson against Jones. Oh, no good on the layup.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Now Antetokounmpo. Here's Olajuwon. Yes, sir! Make it in the layup.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
So no problem for Miami as they get the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. Hello, basketball. Fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Jokic is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's James. Then there's Embiid, and it's Mobley in at the shooting guard position. Mobley kicks to Embiid. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Bounce pass, Butler. James against Edwards. Bird left side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Mobley.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
And he knocks down the first one. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Bird hits them both. And GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Now here's Gasol, trying to find Jokic, gets it to him, 6 to shoot. A shake. Some solid defense from Chamberlain.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Left side, Edwards. We've got 1:55 left here in the first quarter.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Now here's Butler. And here's Bird. Down low, Edwards. Great play by Bird to set it up.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. We've got 1:23 left here in the opening quarter. Mobley finds James. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Butler. Here's San Antonio now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Now here's Gasol. Butler with the steal. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Chamberlain. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 17. And Bird gets it to go on the assist from Edwards.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
And here is Gasol. Pass to Jokic. Chamberlain with the block. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Well, coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
They've got Bird, Butler out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Duncan, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's James over Butler. And it's James missing.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Here's Bird. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Bird's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs. And last season, Tim, Paul Millsap retired. He was an all-star in each of his 4 years in Atlanta.
Well, he helped guide the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2015. That team overachieved through chemistry, and this group hopes to do the same thing.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it. At the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
And the first one drops. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. Now here's Edwards. Duncan with the screen for Edwards. Top of the key. Another shot. Got it! Duncan down low.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass? Getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
Right wing. Embiid kicks to Gasol. James outside. A rebound by the Spurs. Here's Butler. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 14. Now Embiid still without a basket. Here's James. Fantastic work inside by LeBron.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back to you, Kevin.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Now Butler. After the missed three from Joel Embiid. Pass to Chamberlain. Duncan outside. Shot clock at 6. Over Jokic. Out to Edwards. Misses the three. The Hawks trail by 14. In the corner, it's Mobley. Back to James. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Duncan. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 16.
And guys, the thing about Will, he says he runs the 40 in 4.4. That's elite wide receiver speed. But don't forget, the guy's 7 feet tall and close to 300 pounds.
Embiid wide open. Atlanta again missing. And so it's San Antonio with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now. And, Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. And whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Wilt Chamberlain.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
And you are going to see this defense now switch things up against him, but he has the skill set to counter that.
And so it's Atlanta with it. They trail by 16. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Marc Gasol is out there with Jokic. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Mobley. And it's LeBron in at the point guard position.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Edwards can't hit.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Now, here's Jokic. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. You're one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Now, here's Bird. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. The shot, no good. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. James, no good. Spurs leading by 14. Right side, Edwards. Out to Bird. Shoots over Mobley. Mobley with the block. Here's Jokic. Too easy inside from Jokic. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
LeBron can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 10. Bird kicks to Edwards. 1:20 left in the third. Pass to Chamberlain. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to end the drought, and it's good on the way in. Chamberlain got 10 points.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Jokic with his screen on Butler. Now Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And it's 6 points for Jokic.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Pass to Bird. Over LeBron, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
At the line for your Spurs, Larry Bird. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Embiid in the corner. Pass to LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. Steps back and shoots. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Edwards. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Now through 3 quarters of play. Down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's San Antonio. They lead by 11. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Anthony Edwards out there with Butler. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Bird, and it's Duncan in at the power forwards position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now here's Duncan. Back to Edwards. Chamberlain with a screen on James. Edwards can't hit. The Hawks trail by 11. Here's Embiid. Jokic finds James. Looking to end his cold spell. And the dunk by James.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Well, their pass it to Chamberlain. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Wilt keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
And yeah, it's good.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Spurs leading by 9. Here's Edwards. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Clock at 6. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Edwards. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Chamberlain with the block. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Edwards. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Chamberlain down low. He's defended by Gasol. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. The league and look at the landscape. Some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. And the Spurs with possession after the basket by Atlanta. Butler deciding where to go with it. Butler on the move. Oh, what a finish.
Signature move by Butler. He's a slasher by nature. Really goes hard to the cup.
Got it to go off the glass.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Now, here's Jokic.
So the Pistons will get the first possession. A look at the starting group for the Pistons. They've got James. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the center position. Here's Curry. Chicago with a rebound.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Pippen left side. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now, here is James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chamberlain pulls it in. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I spoke to the head coach for Chicago. Well, no surprise. We started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Guys, back over to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's James. Chicago making their last shot. He buries it from 3.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
Pass to Chamberlain. And here's SGA. Check by James. James against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pippen outside. Over Curry. Pippen, no good. James deciding where to go with it. Outside Wembanyama. And Detroit another 3.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Pass to Jokic. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pippen with it, now guarded by Curry. Count that one.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Bulls. Trailing by 2. Just 5 on the clock. The baseline J is on the way.
A really terrific job from LeBron to keep his hands up, his feet moving, gets the challenge on that shot.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and he jams it home with authority.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Pass to Jokic. And here's Pippen. Back to Jokic. Soft touch off the glass.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Curry against SGA. Now James. A minute 15 left now in the first quarter. Abdul-Jabbar. And there's the rejection. Here's SGA. No points yet. Jokic with it. Here's Pippen. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Curry finds Wembanyama. And the 3 off target. Chicago trailing here. Outside, SGA. Fades. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to James. Fires for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
We often see LeBron James with the ball in his hands creating for himself or others. That time, a little catch and shoot, the easy one for LeBron.
Outside, SGA. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
And Credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pistons ahead, leading by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Setting the floor for Detroit. They've got Stephen Curry. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's LeBron James, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the center. The 3 from Curry, and Detroit another 3.
Curry knows what his team is doing to set him up. In that instance, just get him the ball in the catch-and-shoot game.
Pippen outside. Three-pointer. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And it's Shai hitting the 3.
No, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Down low. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. The Bulls trail by 7. And now the first timeout called here for Chicago.
And now it's time for your love.
And here's Jokic. Pass to SGA. Now here's Pippen. Back to SGA. There's the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Quick trigger there by SGA. I'll tell you, on the catch, be ready to rise and fire.
Curry passes to James. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. James has got his second bucket of the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Pippen. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Curry. Launches it. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. James against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Jokic outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, great pass to Jokic when he's ready to fire. And then he's straight into his motion.
The 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry from way out there.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
SGA passes to Pippen. Back to SGA. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple. SGA's got 11 points.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander. Getting the 3 points right back for them.
Wembanyama finds Curry. Shoots over SGA. And again, it's Detroit converting. And SGA has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. 4-point game. Pass to Jokic. To the middle. Here's Pippen. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
There's 49 seconds left in the second period. James outside. And he lobs it up. They get the rebound.
It would have been a sensational alley-oop finish. Tough to nail the timing of that long pass.
Now Pippen, right side O'Neal. The 11-footer. Here's Chamberlain. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
8 seconds left in the second quarter. Right wing. The three from Wembanyama. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Detroit Pistons. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's O'Neal in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Pass to SGA, 5 on the clock. The 3 sinks the tray. SGA's got 14 points.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now here's Wembanyama. Give him 8 points now, and he gets it to go.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Timeout called. The Bulls.
Timeout. It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Okay, fans, time to get hyped for your 3-1-2. That is your 3-1-2 crew.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Pass to Jokic from behind the arc. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Pistons lead by 4. From 11 feet away. Offensive board. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, we know how hard this guy works and how skilled he is at it.
Now here's Pippen, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here is James. He has 6. Pass to Curry. The 3-ball. Chamberlain pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. Back to SGA. Just 5 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander showing off his skills inside.
Boy, how slippery is SGA on the dribble drive? Just so difficult to stay in front of him.
Curry with it. He's picked up by SGA. The three from Wembanyama. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 6 assists in the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. SGA against James. Back to SGA. Puts up a 3. The triple. Shea answering.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his three-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
At the line for 2, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
SGA hits them both.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 21. And the basket by Pippen.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Detroit calls timeout.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. James outside. Six on the shot clock. Outside for Wembanyama. No good. Unable to win this run. Chicago leading. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's James. He has 6. Pass to Curry. Shoots over SGA. And there's Curry on the assist by Wembanyama. Curry's got 13.
Curry is in his bag. This guy has such a versatile offensive arsenal.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Pippen.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment in this game. You have to be on the same page.
And here's Detroit. James with the ball. Outside Wembanyama. Outside Curry. Curry creates inside.
Excellent touch by Stephen Curry. What a smooth offensive player.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Detroit on top, leading by 1. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. following the three-pointer by Detroit. Pass to Pippen. Back to SGA. He shoots it, and he nails that one right through the heart. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half. Curry looking it over. Here's James. Back to Curry. The three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Jokic. Here's Chamberlain. He's covered by Curry. Chamberlain gets the bucket.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And he banks in the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
The Pistons call timeout. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. The head coach for the Pistons had some instruction for his guys during the break. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. And here's James. Antetokounmpo outside. On the wing, Curry. SGA covering. Shot clock at 6. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Ooh, it doesn't go. Chicago leading. Yes, sir, it's good.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Now James. Outside Curry for three. For three, Stephen Curry.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Pippen outside. All alone. Wembanyama there for the rebound.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Now James. Oh, LeBron rocks the rim.
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
He launches. Cash from downtown.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
Curry against SGA. Wembanyama, screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Wembanyama. Oh, off target from downtown. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a piece of it. Now Curry. A minute 4 left in the final quarter. Takes a three. Jokic pulls it down. Now here's Pippen. Defense right on him. Graceful finish on the alley-oop.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom! Lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. The Pistons call timeout. SGA against Curry. Let's loose for three. Knocks down the trifecta.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Jokic with a screen on James. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. James. Physical play by LeBron inside.
Yeah, there's not a person in this building who didn't know the ball was going to LeBron, and still he delivers.
Timeout, Bulls. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw the play to make it happen.
Here's SGA. Here's Chamberlain. It's good.
Ooh, a clutch bucket. A defensive stop now could be all it takes to clinch the win.
The Pistons call timeout. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw the play to make it happen.
Outside Curry. So it's the Bulls taking the W in a close one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.